I have begun the recording of this session. Bilal is having a video connectivity issue. That's okay, Bilal. As soon as your issue is resolved, please turn on your camera and make sure you have it on during the whole session. Before I begin, just let me ask you very briefly, how was your winter break?
It was good.
Good, good. All right. I'm sure you all had a really needful rest, and you also tried to be productive. So I uploaded the question for your midterm exam on Moodle yesterday. You may have seen the document. I uploaded it a day before our virtual session because I wanted you all to take a look at it and come prepared for your questions. For that reason, I uploaded it a day ago. You may have seen that you are at the liberty of choosing or discussing any model of your choice. You may have noticed this, right? And the question that I'm asking is actually related to your assessment of critical thinking. Not only your critical thinking, but also application of knowledge. And I'm asking you to bring examples from real life. With that, I'm asking you to set, think, write, work, make a draft, and then speak. What I would like you to do for this presentation is to make a draft, to develop a draft. Please develop a draft, write a draft before you record your presentation. By draft, I mean your script. Please prepare your script before you begin your recording so that you can speak effectively, you can speak coherently, your thoughts are organized and very well articulated when you speak for your presentation, and that is the only way you can generate a really effective, persuasive, cohesive presentation. Okay, let me open up the document and read it to you, and then I'll take your questions. First question that I have received a couple of emails. Some students seem concerned about this, that am I asking you to discuss all models that you have studied thus far? No, I'm certainly not asking you to do that. I'm saying that take an example. Okay, let me read the question and then it will become clearer to you. And at the end, of course, I'm going to give you some time to ask your questions as well. Well, it says that, question says, in the light of your experience of studying communication models, what do you think? How do models enable us to approach the problems related to communication in a structured or systematic way? Now, see, what do models do for us? Can anyone answer? What do models do for us? Why are we studying models? Why are we studying theories? What's the hassle? What's the point? What do models do for
Because they
us? Mm-hmm.
because they make our understanding more clearer.
Very good, very good. And anyone else? Anyone else? Come on, you studied many models. What do they do for us? What's the point of studying agenda setting? What is the use of studying diffusion of innovation or Gerbner's model or Dan's helical model? What do like Alina said, they make things clearer for us. Like there is a phenomena, there is a process happening, process of communication, and when we study models, they make things clearer for us, right? And then they put things in a very structured, systematic order. Systematic means, just recall Shannon and Weaver's model. It says that the process begins from a source, from a sender, it goes to a transmitter, it goes to a channel, then it goes to decoder or another receiving transmitter, and then it goes to destination. See, it's systematic, it's structured, it's telling us what elements are involved and all those things. So what I am asking here is, okay, how do models enable us? How do models actually help us uh, approach or understand problems related to communication in a systematic way? Further, it says, please explain your answer with the help of an example. Now, pay attention to this thing. I'm saying help of just one example from real life. You can find examples from any model or models. You can take just one model as well. We have studied plenty of models. Just select any model that you find is easier for you to explain. So find example from any model. You can take more models, like more than one model as well. You can take two, but please be mindful of the fact that this is a timed presentation. Like there is a time limit that you have to follow. If you want to explain, let's say, two models, you may need more time for that. And if you do not follow the time limit, you are going to lose marks. So if you select just one model of your choice, that is perfectly all right. And then length of your answer. So I'm asking you to record a presentation which should be 150 seconds long, which means 2.5 minutes long. And in order to write 2.5 minutes, you should write at least, your script should be at least 300 words long, which means you need to think critically, you need to sit, you need to develop a script, and you may need to revise it, you may need to cut short it, you may need to tweak it, and then rehearse it, and then prepare a PowerPoint slide which endorses or corresponds what you are speaking, and then do your recording. This is what I'm asking. The presentation is worth 25 marks. Its weightage is also 25% for final evaluation. Deadline is Thursday, which is the day after tomorrow. And your recorded presentation, you should upload your recorded presentation on Moodle before midnight. Okay? And like I said, I think I already talked about this. I would repeat this information. You can choose any medium of your choice to record your presentation, whatever works for you. I'm not asking you to that, okay, go do it at PowerPoint, because I know PowerPoint actually gives you a feature where you can record your narration. You can do it on PowerPoint, you can do it on Zoom, you can do it like you can use your cell phone. What you can do is use your cell phone, have your PowerPoint on your computer screen, and your camera should be directed toward the PowerPoint screen. You should hold it still and then begin your recording, start speaking. Whatever way works for you, it's up to you. I just want your PowerPoint along with your narration. You do not have to appear in front of camera. That's okay. Just send me your PowerPoint slides with your narration wherein you are explaining what you are showing us. Okay? And just very briefly, a few students joined me late, Heather Ali and Safa Zahid. Heather, please turn on your camera. Okay. So those of you who joined me late, I would repeat information that I was telling you that to explain the question that I have given you for your recorded presentation, you can select just one model of your choice, the model that you find easier to explain, the model that you think you can easily grasp. Okay, the model you like the most. You do not, I am asking you that how far is your experience going for models, and how do you think that, how do models help us approach problems related to communication? So you can select only one model. Please be mindful of the time, and if I am missing out any important details, the details that I have already discussed, I am recording this session, and soon after I end this session, I'm going to put a recording of this session on Moodle. Please go there and see the recording from the beginning so that you do not miss out all the details. Let's discuss the rubric now. Mishkat is also here. Mishkat, please turn on your camera. Afaq Umar is joining me now. So whoever is late, please go back to the recording when I upload it on Moodle and make sure you do not miss out any detail. Now I'm going to discuss the rubric for the recorded presentation. Well, I have given you the rubric. in detail in the document, and the rubric clearly explains that how many points for what. If you provide details, relevant details, your example is relevant. Like if you are giving an example that has nothing to do with the model that you are explaining, then of course you're not going to get any marks. And evidence, if applicable, if you can find to explain, then you will get 5 points. You are supposed to deliver your presentation in a confident and poised manner. Poised means like it should flow smoothly. Your pronunciation should also be correct and clear. Please check. Well, you are working on just a 300 words long script. It's not difficult. Please make sure you know the correct pronunciation of words. Then there are 2.5 marks for that. Then your presentation should be well organized. The content that you are speaking should be well organized. That is why I am emphasizing you write your script in advance. And then according to your script, you prepare your PowerPoint slides and then you rehearse it before you do your recording. The student should speak coherently and the presentation should not seem like rambling. Now, can anyone tell me what is rambling? Can anyone tell me what does rambling mean? Any idea? Rambling.
मैम लाइक अगर एक चीज को रट्टा लगाया हो देख के पढ़े हो और
very good. Rambling means when you talk about something in a meaningless way, in an inconsequential way, like okay, what are we going to get out of that? Or see, what you are saying does not have any connection with what you are with the model that you want to explain. That is rambling. And rambling clearly explains that the presentation that student has recorded is not well rehearsed. It's not well written. So if you do rambling, of course I will know. Let's see, then there are 5 marks for that. And then there are 5 marks for if you demonstrate creativity in PowerPoint slides by showing relevant images, by showing relevant information. Of course, what you are saying should correspond what you are showing us on PowerPoint. So if like be creative, and if you find any images from internet, please do make sure that you give proper citations. There are 5 marks for this, for showing creativity in PowerPoint slides. Then there are 2.5 points for if student finishes the presentation within the allotted time. You know that you have been given 2.5 minutes. Your presentation should be 2.5 minutes long. It shouldn't be longer than that. It shouldn't be shorter than that. And so please be mindful of the time limit. There are 2.5 marks for that. And lastly, the student alludes to a particular model. So let's say, I'll also give you an example for this. Let's say I have discussed Helical's model, Dan's helical model. And I should, when I'm giving an example, I should talk about the model, the different postulates of model, different elements of model, different things that are related in model. I should give references from the model to demonstrate that, see, here is this phenomena and I'm trying to relate this phenomena with the with this particular model. Okay? So this is rubric. It explains everything quite well. And along with the rubric, there is one more thing, that please make sure that you do not do late submission. Because you know, Moodle is very good in time limit. If a student is late in submission, it clearly tells the instructor that submission is 5 minutes late, submission is 30 minutes late, 2 hours late, or whatever. So if you have, if there is a late submission, you are going to lose marks. Okay? Please be careful about that as well. Now, let me give you an example. If I were you, like if I am also a student and I'm working on this presentation, what would I do? And I'm just giving this example. Let's say in order to prepare myself for this question, I would write that I'll choose Gerbner's model, Gerbner's communication model. because I like the model because of its details. It gives all the details. It covers many elements of communication process. It kind of also gives you the liberty of choosing whatever components you want. So okay, let's say I decide that okay, for my presentation I am going to work on Gardner's model, and keeping in view Gardner's model, I am going to discuss how that model help us approach problems related to communication. Now in my script I would write that I think models, like just like Alina said, models help us approach the process of communication in a systematic way, and models make the whole process clearer, easier to understand, easier to comprehend, and they also kind of make the whole process graphical, and the whole information comes in the form of a sketch or a diagram, and one can make sense of the process just by looking at it. Okay, now and with that I will say I can explain it better with the help of Gardner's model. So Gardner's model has 10 different elements, and it pays attention to the process of production and perception. And also Gardner's model can be broken down into small pieces, and its pieces can be taken out. These pieces can be used in different ways to make sense of the process. So model essentially says that message begins from an event. Whenever there is an event, there is a machine that perceives the event, or a person that sees the event and perceives it, and then further produces the image and then transmits it. So for example, the messages that we receive from media, they get to us from media persons who first see the message, perceive the message, and then their perception leads to the production of message, and then message finally reaches to us. So in this case I have given the examples as well. So there is this person, for example, there is this event of a fire incident in Hafiz Center. Reporters went there, they took pictures from camera. So there was this event, fire incident, camera pictures, there was this machine that perceived the event, and then message was produced, it reached to us. So that is how this is a continuation of perception, production. And Gardner's model has made the whole process quite easier for us to understand. Now see, I gave the example of Gardner's model, and in this I have explained the model, I have alluded to the model, okay? And I have given you the example from real life. I gave you the example of Hafiz fire incident at Hafiz Center. I have also excuse me, I have also explained that how it makes things easier for us, how it makes things uh, like not easier, but not only easier, but also it makes things kind of lucid for us to grasp. And then you see, I have pretty much covered all components of the question, keeping in view the rubric that is given for the recorded presentation. And see, what I just spoke out of a rough idea. Like I was kind of giving you an example that if I were you, this is what I would do. Now after I'm decided that okay, this is what I'm going to do, this is my model that I'm going to use to answer my question, this is the example, Hafiz Center's fire incident example that I'm going to allude to, and these are my main arguments. Now I should sit down and work on my script, and I should make sure that my script should not exceed more than 300 words. Now again, each person is different in speaking. Each person is different. Some people are slow while they are speaking, some people speak really fast, but that's okay. If for that reason your presentation exceeds 2.5 minutes, then please make sure that that's okay, your presentation should not exceed more than 3 minutes. If your presentation is longer than 3 minutes, that is really long. Please do not go for that, and that kind of would give me an impression that maybe student didn't do a good homework. Your homework is to first to come up with a rough idea. Once you have come up with your rough idea, sit, try to develop a uh, 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 try to finalize your script after a lot of edits, revisions and tweaking. And once you are finalized with your script, prepare your PowerPoint presentation in a way that endorses what you are saying, and then rehearse it and then record it. Now I have explained pretty much everything that I wanted to. Mariam, I have seen your message. That's okay. Your internet is bad, and I'm sorry you had a tragedy in your family. I understand your concerns. No worries. I am recording this session, and very soon I'll be uploading it on Moodle. Just make sure that you see the recording after I'm done. Okay. All right, I have explained pretty much everything that I wanted to related to the model. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Go ahead and ask me questions, please.
Ma'am, we can only use one example or more examples.
I said, Mishkat, that just take just one model. I highly encourage you to confine your answer to one model only. You can take more models as well, but see, there is a time limit that you have to follow.
No,
And
while explaining the model, can we give more than one example?
you can, but again, you have to be mindful of the time limit. Just one example is fine for me. Okay? There are no marks for quoting more examples. You see, there is marks if you quote just one example. If you don't quote any example, you may be losing marks, but there are no marks, extra marks for quoting more examples. One model with one example is absolutely fine. Any other question? Is everything clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, those of you who are not here in this session, again, I'll upload this session on Moodle, and you can like they can know all the details that we have discussed here related to your midterm presentation. I am not going to upload any new lecture until you are done with your midterm. Okay? We will begin new content now from next week. You have to meet your deadline for uploading your recorded presentation, which is the day after tomorrow. So take your time, and I'll be alert on internet. If you have any question, do not hesitate to write an email to me. You shouldn't have any question. I have explained everything at length, and again, I am asking you to ask me questions if you have any. And again, I spend ample amount of time in developing my exam questions always. And whenever I'm developing an exam question, I put myself at a student's place. I put myself in students' shoes, and I try to envisage the whole thing in a sense that, okay, what would I do if I were at a student's place? And I have given you example as well, that like if I were you, how would I deal with this question? Like I gave example from Gerbner's model. Maybe you like any other, maybe some of you, maybe any one of you likes agenda. I love agenda setting model, and I think that is for me quite easy to handle. I like that model because I kind of find it very effective, and I find it easy to it's easy for me to find examples to agenda setting model. Similarly, the two-step flow model of communication, I think I like that one as well. There are we have studied so many models, and like uh, we have passed midterm as well. Like this is, we have passed maybe 67 or 70% of the semester already. This is currently the 10th week of semester. So you have studied many models. You have just go over all the material that you have done so far, and sit down. Like this is a kind of work that requires uh, a lot of thinking, and then on the basis of that thinking, this work requires application of your knowledge. Now, how do you apply what you have learned to questions that are related to the learning of your models. Okay? Any other question? I still have 10 minutes for this session. Zamreen, Kamran, I have Alina here, Aisha, Safa. But any question?
Everything is clear.
Very good, very good. All right, now students, if you do not have any question, then I'm going to end the session. Okay? And I wish you all very best of luck. Although a presentation seems very brief, it's only 300 words that you are supposed to write. It does involve like a really detailed amount of work. So please be careful about that. All right. I'm going to end the session. I wish you all very best for your exam, and please do not hesitate to write to me an email if you face any confusion, if any confusion arises while you're working on your presentation. All right. Okay. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.